Everything's coming up baking. I love to bake and cook for my family. Yeah. Hey. How y'all doing today? It's what? Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, the last day of this month. We finna be in October tomorrow. Whole new month, whole new goings on and what's happening, Lord willing. Thank God I woke up. I'm blessed to see another day. And here I am sharing with y'all some chicken breasts that's on sale at Smart and Final. These are $10, $9 packs. I got 3 of them. One is over there. That's the third one. And that's what I'm sharing with y'all today. And I got some cheese. And that's all I'm sharing today. The cheese, well, y'all ain't gonna see the cheese. Y'all just seeing this chicken breast sitting up here. Well, this is the last day of the month. I shared in my previous video yesterday that is some goings on. This is grocery news. And y'all know what's up. They saying if you don't have your direct deposit for your Social Security check, you're not gonna get a check tomorrow. And I know a lot of people probably don't have that memo, or they late to take care of that business and they not gonna get a check in around the first of the month. And I know that Social Security office is gonna be crowded. The phone line gonna be all, congested with folks trying to find out where the hell that money is. And they gonna get the, the 4011, whatever. They need the information they didn't have. They didn't get the letter, they didn't get the memo telling them that they need direct deposit. Ooh, the light ain't coming on this video. It's kind of dark. But anyway, this is what's happening. And I just shared some of this information with y'all yesterday. If y'all, I explained to y'all, well, I was sharing some information about what I've been seeing going on. It is absolutely true. Starting October 1st, there is no more paper checks for Social Security. You must have direct deposit, or they have this card you can get that will have your money put on the card, and that's how you can handle your business. It'll go on the card, or you got to have a bank account. A lot of folks ain't gonna get their checks, especially if it's fraudulent and all that stuff. All them days is over. Ain't no more paper check. All the money they gonna be saving behind this way of not sending out them paper checks, going to people that ain't real and dead and whatever going on. But also for the EBT, I've been seeing a lot of social media information about folks gonna be cut off, stamps reduced, or no stamps, because now you're required to work. A lot of people, you got to work so many hours, like a job. And people complaining about that too. They just want to sit on their butt and just keep collecting all these free benefits. Get mad when people judge and criticize them behind it, saying what's wrong, you don't want to work. They mad because they saying that their stamps have been cut, or they not getting stamps at all. That's another thing gonna happen tomorrow, starting a new month, going on into the new year. New rules for getting welfare. The Section 8 is also being dismantled. A lot of people being cut off of Section 8. I hear tell. This guy's channel is called, I think, Section 8 Counseling. This guy is a Section 8 authority person. No, I'm meaning this guy knows all about how Section 8 works, and he always is informing the public about what the heck going on. And it ain't good for folks that harbor illegals living in your Section 8 housing. You will be prosecuted, and the illegal will be deported. And I believe the guy was saying, you know everything I say on here is alleged. I could be getting it out of context. I could not be saying it correctly, so I say things are alleged when I report to y'all about stuff. But anyway, I believe if you house somebody in a Section 8 property, that person gonna be deported, and you gonna be prosecuted, jailed, fined, so forth. Those are the rules. Those are the goings on of what's happening with this Section 8. A lot of people only going, what they say, they're gonna only give you 2 years if you're gonna be eligible. If you ain't eligible, you can forget it. But if the eligible people can prove they disabled or whatever, then they can be on Section 8. I don't know if the people that are like that, they just get it for 2 years, but the minimum is 2 years. Ain't no more living off these welfare benefits for life anymore. No more generational welfare existence anymore. Folks got to get busy, get a job. And then I told y'all about Starbucks closing all they doggone, a bunch of their stores, especially here in Bumby, California. They closing a whole bunch of Starbucks, and people crying about their jobs and talking about how it's gonna be hard for them to go to a Starbucks that's not closing and try and compete with the previous employees that work there. They ain't gonna be welcome because they gonna try to come in there and try and be full-time, because some of these folks full-time, I don't know how they think they gonna get into a new Starbucks and become full-time and take somebody who's been working there trying to become full-time. You know it's gonna be some mess, and it's always gonna be some chaos and confusion. People is gonna be competing for these jobs. People, then I hear tell if the government shut down, I hear tell, yeah. I hear tell that the government, if it shut down, they saying that, oh boy, gonna lay a lot of folks off, and it's just gonna be a big struggling mess. People just gonna have to struggle to try and live and survive in this new world, this new existing world. All these new things happening in America going on. You got people whining about how they being treated by the ICE folks, and all these dang crimes being committed by these folks, and you barely hearing about it on the news, but these folks are committing all these horrible crimes. There was one at the church, one at this boat restaurant, then they had this other one. Where this other guy? It's just stuff going on, a bunch of crimes going on, terrible, animalistic, savage, brutal crimes going on. And sometimes you don't hear about it. You hear about a few of them, but it's a lot of crazy stuff. I just heard before I came on here another crime. Somebody was saying it was some shooting at some military place. But I'll be on that social media and I'm checking this stuff out. But I just want to let y'all folks that are uninformed, don't listen to the news, want to just have your peace. These things are going on. If you got to click on the news on the social media and find out, then so be it. But don't stay in the dark, because you need to know what's happening in this world. Bye for now. Happy shopping, y'all. Bye. Everything's coming up baking. I love to bake and cook for my family.